How to stimulate muscle growth on your off days. So this is an interesting subject, guys. So basically, there is a couple of schools of thought. So one is the fact that you should just rest, and just really be sedentary, don't do anything. And when you're in the gym training on your workout days, you should be really, really intense. And there is a middle ground to be had where obviously rest is very important, because at the end of the day, if you don't really give your body enough rest and recovery, it's not going to recover, and you're going to be weaker going into the next workout, and you're just going to be run down. So that rest is important, but also there is an opportunity to still stimulate muscle growth and also aid out in recovery on your days off. So the key to doing this is with resistance bands, but the key really is to, number one, when you're using resistance bands, you want to kind of work out the whole body, or you can actually focus on, and I use the word workout very, very lightly, so I would do probably about 8 to 10 minute pump sessions throughout the day, okay? And no, before you ask, this isn't my invention. I'm not that smart, but I have borrowed it, should we say, from a place where I've got it from myself. And this does work. So what happens is basically you can use these resistance bands to kind of target the whole body, and you can use body weight exercises for your legs, like you could do squats or you could do a lunge, and you don't need to go to the gym. You can do these anywhere, to be honest with you. But the idea is you can just, as long as you don't overdo the intensity, you can't really underdo this sort of a workout. But what you want to do is you want to send a small muscle building signal, and you want to put a bit of blood into the muscles, and that actually speeds recovery up, believe it or not. The problem you've got is most people make the mistake of making these sessions go on for too long. So if I say 8 to 10 minutes, they'll go longer. So I would actually time myself. I'd get a stop clock. And if you feel yourself fatiguing, stop for a minute, okay? Because I'm guilty of this. I always go too hard with these sessions. So I'll just stop for a minute, let my heart rate come down possibly, and just relax and sort of just keep the intensity relatively low. Don't use too much of a heavy band as well. Bands come in all different tenses, and they can be heavy and taxing on the body. So you don't want to kind of break muscle down during these sessions. That's important. How many of them would I do? So the program that I followed recommend you do 1 to 3 of them a day. Physiologically, that's probably, if you just want to build as much muscle as you can, 3 times a day, so morning, midday and evening, it's the most optimal thing. However, I realize most people are not fitness fanatics, and to try to tell someone to do mini workouts 3 times a day, I just think it's just not reasonable. I think if you can get 1 of those in a day, maybe 2, I would just say, okay, do 1 in the morning, 1 before bed, or 1 in the evening. I don't do it before bed. I'll just say, okay, I come home from work, I'll do 1. Okay, that's not too bad for you at all. You could do that. Okay, and that's not too invasive as well, but it does help because it does speed recovery up, and it does actually provide you with some resistance for your muscles throughout the day. So twice a day, or at least once a day, so you've got some kind of recovery going on there. 3 times a day, I don't might be optimal. I just think the opportunity to overtrain is more prevalent, be honest with you, particularly among fitness fanatics. And I also just think trying to pencil in 3 a day for a short period, it's okay, you could ask people, but I think really, long term, it's not really viable for the majority. So I think twice, maybe once or twice a day for these on the off days, but that is something you can do. The other thing you can do if you want to do something but you don't want to overtrain on your off day is this. You can do mobility. So you can do maybe 1 of these banded sessions for about 10 minutes in the morning, and then you can follow it up with some mobility movements. So that doesn't really put any resistance on the body, but it does help you kind of go into your next workout. So it'll help you out with your squat, help you out with your deadlift, and you're still kind of moving. So you're getting movement, and then also mobility feels quite good. So it doesn't stress the body, but you feel really good. So that's what I would suggest, guys, on your off days if you do want to train. Because what I see too much of is people just taxing the body way too much. They're doing lifts on the off days, and what's actually happening is there's not enough recovery there. So I get if you want the psychological piece of going to the gym, I would recommend these even if you don't go to the gym at all on your off days. Just 1 a day for 10 minutes, or twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. You will see a difference in your body, you'll see a difference in your strength, but don't overdo them because it will hinder recovery if you do. You just want to remember, you want to do maybe some chest fly, maybe some bicep curl, maybe you want to like hang the band on the doorway and do some pull downs for your lats, or maybe you want to do some rows or band pull aparts. They're very good actually, band pull aparts and rows are, because if you've been at a desk or something all day long, I can't recommend these enough. They just really open you up a bit, especially like I'm sitting in my car here, whatever. It just I've been like facing my mobile phone and my computer all day. Just opens your posture up. It's very, very good. All right, guys. So if you'd like a sample session of one of these, what a band's workout can look like, to be honest, they're totally moldable and you can just pick your own exercise selection. But if you would like to look at a typical cycle I would do, just send me a DM and I'll send you one out. All right, peace out.